How's the sound? Is it echoey? Nobody's in here yet. I can't even tell. If anybody ends up watching this, this is just a test. I'm trying to check where my lighting's at, where the best lighting would be. Probably there, but there's nothing there, so I probably have to back up a little bit. Maybe here. What's going on, Jim? How's my sound? Sound good? Clear? It looks clear. I don't know how it is on your end. I'm just testing. I have to make sure. We just moved into a new place. So I want to make sure where everything's at. I still got a mess in here. I got my bike and freaking all kinds of extra stuff over here, and deep freezer, old incubator, which is a whole nother story. No glitch at all. Perfect. That's awesome. Thank you very much. What's going on here? Let's see if I can get, that's not a good spot. Maybe if I can set it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Maybe so I can get the eggs going. Yeah, man, there's a pretty long story about everything, but all in all, it was an emergency move. Well, not really an emergency, just an emergency. Like, we got to get out of here. These people are screwing us over, and I'm not going to miss this opportunity. So we dipped out. We left. It was a situational thing where they were going to let us go, but they weren't going to give us our deposit. And this place was available as soon as possible. But the people that we were renting from, the apartment that we were renting from, didn't send over the paperwork and information. And so that we ended up getting charged double deposit because they didn't send the paperwork. And so it's cost, I mean, it dropped me on the floor. Exactly. Ouch. It put me on my ass, to say the least, to try to get in here. So it was like 2 deposits and then first month's rent. On top of that, they weren't going to give us our deposit back because we didn't give them 30 days notice in writing, which they knew 3 months ahead of time. But yeah, we got screwed over. I wasn't going to miss the opportunity. So I was like, to hell with it. Let's do what we got to do. We need the space, and these people are screwing us over regardless. Let's just go. And so it was kind of a spur of the moment. Like, we figured it out one day, and then 3 days later, I rented the truck and we boogied. So transferring the eggs that I got in the incubator, which is in my dining room, transferring the eggs in the incubator from one place to another was scary as hell for me. Not to mention, I was trying to do full incubation in one incubator, and instead of transferring it, I was already scared because it's a different incubator. I was doing anyway. Long story short, I wasn't even sure. Like, one of the eggs looked like it was starting to go bad 2 weeks in. The other one, there's another one in there that started dimpling like halfway through, and then the rest of them, I wasn't really sure what was going on. There's the orange dream het pie that I put in there is he stopped eating, so I pulled him early, and I wasn't really sure he did the job. She dropped 9 eggs anyway, but they were super small, and I wasn't sure if anything was going to come out of it. I started feeling them 2 weeks ago, and I didn't feel anything inside of them. Usually you feel something in it, and when I candled it, I didn't see no movement. I saw veins, but I didn't see anything in them, and it started to freak me out. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to wait another year, try this again, or I'm gonna have to buy a visual so I can get them into the project. So anyway, I was freaking out either way. But then the move from one place to another, luckily I had enough time to set up the incubator before I got in here, and that way I just I moved the tub from there to here. It's only like 20 minutes away, so it wasn't that crazy of a drive. I drove like a grandma all the way here because I was so scared. And then I dropped them in the incubator. It was already at temperature, and we were good to go. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I said, I just want to do a test. I want to do the egg cutting. Can I flip this camera? That would be freaking awesome. If I could flip the camera, I don't know how to do it. What's that? What does that do? Thank you very much, Jim. Thank you very much. But yeah, this is the garage. It's a one-car garage, but it's extended on both sides. So it's actually a two-car garage with a one garage door. I think once it's going, it won't flip. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do something about that. And I can't do it on my phone because I don't have the subscribers for it, but I'll figure something out. I'm glad I did a test to make sure. Flip it first. Yep, I'm going to flip it first. It's hot as hell in here. I'm experimenting with some ambient heat in here, which is doing really nicely. Everybody looks pretty happy. Everybody's adjusting to it very well. And it's Florida, man. I can freaking, the temperature's almost perfect all the time here. So, yeah. The winter, I'm probably going to have to throw the heat tape on. It's still probably going to be high 70s in here with the sun hitting. Stop. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, man, it's Florida. Everybody else is freaking out. It's freezing. And it's like 90 degrees outside. I'm sweating. You can see this, but I sweat for no reason. It could be 75 and I'm sweating. But yeah, it's a good mid 80s in here. Connecticut. Yeah. Connecticut's dope. I've never been to Connecticut, but I love up north. I'm from New York originally. And I've spent some time in Maryland and Jersey. And I love the cold weather. I love it. I miss it. What's up, Boston Boas? Thank you for stopping and showing some support. I'm just doing a test. So don't mind me. It's a little weird in here. I just want to see where the best area would be. And if I can do something far. I got to prop this thing up on like a ladder. But yeah, I love the cold weather, man. It's hot as hell here all the time. All the time. It pisses me off. And I got to work in a warehouse, so it's like 15 degrees hotter inside than it is outside. So it's ridiculous. The light sucks over here. So I'm going to have to back up. Where does the light go? So I got to be past that light. That light has to be right there. That yellow light sucks. I need a bright white. The winter always helps with the breeding season up here. Yeah, it does pretty good here because the drops aren't drastic. It's cool enough to set the girls up and let them know, hey, it's time to start cooling down. And if I'm going to do ambient heat, it would be perfect. But if the sun's beaming on the front of the house where the garage is, it could be 60 degrees outside, which is our winter. It could be 60 degrees outside and it'll still be 78, 79, maybe mid 80s in here, depending on how hard that thing hits. I just paired my first pairing 2 days ago and they were locked up this morning. That's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations, Boston Boas. What are you pairing? You're breeding year round, so you don't want the drop. Well, the drop is still good. You do, Jim, do you do night drops at all? I know it gets cold in there and you got to find a way to heat up the room, but you're upstairs, right? No, you don't do night drops? So what's your constant temperature? Is it like 89 constant, 88? Yes, racks heat the room. Room is 80. So the room is constantly 80, plus you have the heat tape on 89 and stuff. That's awesome. See, an ambient temperature in the room itself because you're upstairs or because your room is upstairs. That makes sense because it just makes sense. I'm not going to try to explain it. Het albino hypo female to my not male het albino male. Hold on. Okay, het albino hypo female to het albino male. So yeah, got it. So yeah, I would say ambient temperature here because it's really just a test. I wanted to see what was going on. I was going to order a portable AC unit because the portable AC would cool down the room. Because if I'm gonna have if hotspot is 89 or 88 and the room itself gets mid 80s, that there's no real gradient, and I'm kind of worried about it. But in reality, I would say in nature, that's pretty much what it's going to be like. Underground, it's going to be hot and humid, and then there's no real hot spot. It's going to be a constant hot, muggy. My room is 80.9 right now. Yeah, my room, I believe that's keeping hot spot. Let's see. Well, let's 88.1. And I'm pointing at that spot because that's the corner that's closest to the house, the inside of the house, where that would be the outside corner, outside wall, garage door. And then this is living room, kitchen. So this is the coolest spot right here, 88.1. Ambient. It dropped down a little bit just for like 2 days. It dropped down to like mid 70s. And it was still 80 degrees in here. So I'm not really sure I need the thermostat on. But like I said, I'm just testing. I've never actually had this kind of setup. And I want to see if it's going to work and if it's going to get everybody eating. And the babies look like they're eating. I have a couple of hatchlings here. Everybody ate so far. All my, what do you got? My room is at 80.9. My racks are set 88 to 89. Damn, that's hot. I die. The snakes would like it. Yeah, they love it. They absolutely love it. They're chilling. They're all over the place. And they're eating. So I'm good. I also have rats in here, but they're not in a rat rack. I'm actually going to pick that up on Saturday. I'm going to pick up that Saturday morning. I had this guy out here he's building me a rack. So you're probably waiting on like December, February to have perfect temps. Yeah, man, for me, for me, perfect temperature is low, anywhere in the 60s, 70 to 75 maximum, anything over 75. And I can't even wear clothes outside. It sucks. For Ed, IMG in Florida. Oh, being in Florida. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful when it's beautiful. I'm not going to lie. You go outside and it's beautiful temperature all the time. But it's freaking hot. It's freaking hot. Even in the winter, it's hot. I think that might be better. Yeah, that might be better lighting. Nope. That might be better lighting. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I got to test everything out. I want to make sure I'm doing this test before I go live. I'm probably going to flip the camera just so I can have, but then I'm not going to be able to know what I look like on camera. So I'm trying to figure out that set. Boston Boas. I was going to ask, where are you, Boston Boas? You're in Boston. Yeah, Massachusetts. What's his name? Sean, I forgot his business name. He's out there. But yeah, I know is it cold up there already? Crimson Bladers. Yo, Pete, what's good? Jim Laval, 60, 70. See, I would love it up there right now. In Connecticut, 60 to 70, I would thrive. The other day I went outside and it was like and even 68 degrees, it was gorgeous. If it was like this all the time, I would absolutely love it. Boston Boas, yes, 60s. I love that weather. 60s, even when it dips down to like 55. See, my thing is anything lower than anything lower than 70, and I wear pants. You know what I mean? I work in a warehouse. I work on boats in a warehouse, really hot. So I can't even wear long pants. I'm sweating. Like I go in and I'm drenched just being outside. So if I was wearing pants, it'd be ridiculous. Lower than 55, I'm not happy. I agree. Lower than 55 is like, that's when I got to start putting pants on. That's when I got to start putting like a long sleeve shirt on. I'm not comfortable with long sleeve shirts. I used to love wearing hoodies and stuff, but I guess I'm used to wearing the least amount of clothes as possible. That's why my freaking shirts are tank tops, man. I love just being. I'd rather if I could do a live stream with no clothes on, you guys would be mad uncomfortable, but I would be chilling right now. Ballz, I grew up in Davie. Oh, Ballz of Paradise, welcome. Ballz of Paradise, this is just a test. I've never done a live before, and I'm trying to test to see where the best area and where the best lighting. And I mean, it's not really set up yet, but I'll get there. Chillin', man. Been a while. Yeah, Crimson Bladers. I see your. I saw you post up a whole bunch of videos. I know you do the Beyblade freaking tournaments in the park and stuff. Are you in northern Florida or southern? Central Florida. I'm in Kissimmee right now, so Orlando, Kissimmee. I'm not coast, like coast to coast, like perfect side to side would be Tampa and Melbourne. Like one way would be Melbourne, the other way would be Tampa. I'm literally smack dab in the middle, up and down and side to side. Okay, cool. Where are you located now? Right outside of Fort Lauderdale. Been trying to get. Okay, cool. But yeah, Crimson Bladers, everybody else that's in here. I'm off East Sunrise Boulevard. Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. Boston Boas, you have a good night. I'm going to be going live in a little bit with the actual egg cutting. So if you're going to tune in, cool. If not, I'll see you some other time, dude. Take it easy. Been trying to get out and life won't let me. Why are you trying to get out of Connecticut, Jim? What's wrong with Connecticut? Awesome tool, man. What tool? Wait. Peter, what are you talking about? What tool? Oh, this? The temperature gauge? Yes, you need it. If you have any kind of reptiles, I need it. I definitely need it. I need to make sure that my hot spots are working right. I need to make sure that my probes are on where they're supposed to be. So sometimes when the temperature probe is off, the temperature probe will show a lower or higher depending on what material it's on. And the heat mat, the radiant heat of the heat mat won't catch properly. And some of your snakes might be uncomfortable, or reptiles, or whatever the case may be. If you're keeping them in tanks with the lights, it's really good to check, see where it's at, because you don't want to cook your animals, but you also don't want it too cold to where they're not going to eat, and they're just not going to be comfortable. They're not going to be happy. I have a friend of mine that's actually talking about bringing me one of the snakes I sold him, because his situation's changing so much that that he's scared that he's going to end up killing him. I bought it. I mean, I sold it to him Probably June, July. I don't even know. I don't remember when exactly, but it was no. I sold it to him a while ago. It's pastel. I thought it was pastel yellow belly, but as it colored up as it got older, because it was so bright as a baby, I thought it was pastel yellow belly. But it turns out I think it's pastel harlequin. It has the same markings as my pastel yellow belly harlequin that I have in here, but it's not nearly as bright. It just has that nice yellow, and it's a little cleaner. And I think that's what the harlequin's doing. But as it gets older, the harlequin is sucking the color out of the pastel, and it's starting to look really weird. So I'm pretty excited to see it as it's older. But he says he's had it. He hasn't eaten for him ever. He had brought it to me. I fed him. I housed him for about a month, and he ate the next day. As soon as he brought him over, the next day he ate. So I'm pretty sure it has something to do with his setup. He probably has him in a tank with a light. Whatever. I don't know. That's insane. Good luck with the project. Just got in my female banana 100% het sunset. That's awesome. And pastel 100% het sunset male Tuesday. Hell yeah. That is awesome, Balls of Paradise. Sunset project is something, it's probably going to be far off for me. I haven't really seen anything that, I'm going to be honest, I'm not comfortable with what it looks like as an adult. I haven't seen the right combo yet, and I think there's so much to be done with it. As babies, they're freaking awesome. Their oranges are almost red, and it has a really nice overall color. But as it gets older, a lot of those oranges with almost every animal, the oranges turn almost brown. And so I'm trying to figure out, I want to see what people are doing with it first and see what unlocks that true reds or the true oranges that stay beautiful as adults. I think Desert Ghost can have a lot to do with that. Keeping the color and keeping it clean, probably getting some Orange Dream or something in it. I know, what is it? Not the lace. Let's go ahead. A Cine Enchi Sunset that looked totally bonkers. I might have seen it, but I don't remember it. I just like the banana sunset so far. It's called the Sunrise Ball. I agree. Banana, anything I love. I don't think there's one combination in banana that I don't like. There's some things that don't do. Recent video, I'll check it out. I haven't seen that yet. There are some things that I don't think do much effect in banana. Like, I can't see pastel in banana. I can't see it. I mean, I haven't seen much, I'm not gonna lie. I have a straight single gene banana in right now with my hidden gene Woma. I think my pursuit with banana is going to be more of a pattern changer, because banana's so strong. Everything you put banana to, it looks like a banana with something else. Calico, I like what Calico does with banana because it brings up the white on the sides and then the oranges turn pink. That's interesting. Some genetic stripe where it would change the pattern, but I think it would be too dominant. The genetic stripe would actually completely dominate the pattern of the banana. But I have my banana in with the hidden gene Woma right now, and my plans for that in the future is banana soul suckers and so on and so forth. But banana anything, I love banana on everything. I want to see banana sunset. I think it would look cool. I haven't checked it out. I mean, the sunset stuff that I have been seeing is just a curiosity, just to see what people have unlocked with it, because there's not a lot that people have done with it. It's recessive, so it's so hard to hit the odds. But yeah. Brock Wagner makes some with lesser, I think. Banana lesser sunset. Oh, that's got to look awesome. That's got to look awesome. I want to see banana Enchi sunset. That is my goal with maybe yellow belly. Yeah, what is I know I like what Enchi does with Banana. I don't know what Enchi does with Sunset. Miguel bought it. Oh, I got to check. He probably has it in one of his videos soon. Banana, Lesser Sunset. I'm going to be honest. I stopped watching Miguel's videos because he's a freaking natural, man. He's a natural. Everything he puts out is like mad ridiculous. He didn't even get into it because he wanted to get into it at first. It was like his daughter wanted a freaking snake, and then she let it go like a week later because she got bored. And then he took over, and then the moment he started doing videos, like you could see his small progression. Like the first 2 or 3 videos were kind of like, eh. And then out of nowhere, he's like a fucking rock star. Damn, I said, it doesn't matter. I'll probably delete this later. He's a freaking rock star. The dude's like a natural in front of the camera. It's ridiculous. It's almost like I hate it because he's so natural. But he makes some awesome stuff. Awesome. I've seen some of the videos he's done. I think he hit the Pompeii recently with something else in it. Like, it looks ridiculous. It looks so dope. 2 times. Brian Cusco has an Enchi Cinnamon Sunset he produced. Enchi Cinnamon Sunset. See, cinnamon and Enchi is allelic. So that's got to be interesting. Everything's going to be 100%. Pastel Pompeii. Yeah, the thing's freaking ridiculous. It's like, I saw a post earlier where Bob Vu was mentioning something about it. Ridiculous. It looks so dope. The pastel took the color. I mean, he said he's keeping it back because he's not sure he wants to prove it out. But I'm pretty sure it does have it. It looks exactly. It pulled the color right out of it. And it looks like light highlighter yellow inside of it, but it freaking faded everything. It looks amazing, amazing. Pastel Pompeii. What are the odds to hit that? How many freaking jeans is that? There's like already, in the Pompeii itself has like freaking, 8 jeans? 6 jeans? And then to add pastel on top of that? Ridiculous. Ridiculous odds. 5 and the clown. Exactly. Was it black pastel, yellow belly, freaking leopard spot nose. I don't even remember. It's ridiculous. I can't even fathom that. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how to catch on to 2, no leopard. So it's the red, okay, the Magma Project, red stripe, no leopard. Got it. But yeah, it's ridiculous to hit those kind of odds. 5 jeans plus the clown, the recessive, ridiculous. I had 23 balls, but sold half of my collection, and I have 11 now. Why did you sell half of your collection? What's going on? Or are you just trying to like consolidate and get like quality stuff? I know a lot of people are talking about doing stuff like that. Like, they get rid of their older stuff. I know Ozzy refreshes his stuff. He hatches stuff out, keeps it back, sells the stuff that he bred, and then just brand new blood the whole time. And that's a good way to line breed. That's a good way to keep really, really good stock. I'm too sentimental for that, at least as of now. I love like all the first ones that I have a list of freaking ball pythons that I cannot let go because they were like my first 3 purchases, or the first that came into my collection. I got to run. Hope to catch you live soon. I will, no doubt, dude. Jim Laval, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. I will see you soon. I had 23 balls, sold half. To focusing more on recessive genes, and got rid of a lot of stuff that I had double stuff to really focus on my project for the future. Awesome. Yeah, that's perfect, because I think that's a mistake where we all make. I'm brand new to this, so I can't really say too much. And I jumped in because, long story, I'll get into that later. Either way, like, I think that's a mistake that we all do. We all think, hey, I like this, I'm going to get it. Hey, I like this, I'm going to get it. Even if you start off with all females, we're everywhere. We're everywhere. You don't really have a focused project, or you just want to breed for the sake of breeding. A lot of people are doing that, and I don't like it, only because, like, I think everybody that is keeping a stock of ball pythons or blood pythons or whatever, I think it's cool to get that experience under your belt. Just try breeding. Breeding is something that unless you do it, you'll never understand how amazing those animals can be and how amazing that experience can be. Finding eggs in your girl's tub, or watching them hatch, or coming home to them pipping. Dang, voice typing. Yeah, I know. But yeah, watching them pip and cutting them open, or just seeing what you got as babies. Wow, I'm at 30 minutes. I could talk a lot, Jesus. But that experience of breeding and having your own stock, and how amazing that is, that you can keep back your own animals and what makes something completely new than what you started with, you know? I think everybody should be able to try that. That's an awesome experience. But I think some people are just buying animals and then just breeding for the sake of breeding with no real plan, with no real idea as to what they're going to do next. What are you going to do with the 10 babies that hatch out? Or just no real plan as to what's going to happen next. And, you know, I've been keeping since 2017 and breeding since 2018. Yes, I've been keeping and breeding since 2018. This is going to be my third season. So yes, 2018, I believe I got my animals. Early 2018. Only have had 2 clutches so far. Yeah, I had 2 clutches. 1 clutch my first year, which was an absolute surprise. 2019, actually. So the 18-19 season, I had 1 clutch, pastel to Harlequin, which the Harlequin turned out to be yellow belly. So I got all kinds of weird stuff in there. I'm going to be doing a live later, so I'll show off if you guys want. And my second season was lesser to lesser. I just wanted the blue-eyed Lucy. And then this one, which is head to head. So this is my 3rd clutch. This will be my 3rd season coming up. But yeah, I'm coming up on 30-something minutes. I'm going to go ahead and figure all this out, and I'm going to cut this out. Ballz of Paradise, I'm going to be doing a live later. I'm going to do an egg cutting of my head-to-head pairing. I just came home and I saw them pipping, and I never did a live, so I wanted to try to do a live and wanted to test out my surroundings. This is a new home and a new surroundings, so I'm not even set up properly yet, and I just wanted to go live for the, for this spot. But thank you guys for tuning in. I've got Ghost Pieds and Sunset right now for focusing on. Ghost Pieds is awesome. I do have a hypo girl, an Enchi hypo girl down there, right here, that I will be breeding this year. I think I know what I'm going to be putting to her. I'm trying to figure out what my plan for the next 2 years is, rather than 2017 for me. So you started 2017. That's awesome. So you kept for 2017, and then you had your first clutch in 2018, like the breeding season 2017-18. Should be a good spot if I can get it pumped up here. But then when I tip it, there's no light. What can I do about that? What about this? Look, I'm using a freaking ladder to prop my stuff on. See, then if I back up here, it starts to darken up. I don't like that. Oh, it starts to lighten up when it gets dark. If it's too bright, it darkens up. My freaking tablet's crazy. I don't want that. How do I change that? Maybe I could get another light on here. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll definitely figure something out. Is that how it works? Yeah, it's a freaking light sensor. But yeah, let me go ahead and shut this down real quick. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Hopefully all my sound and my lighting and everything. The lighting I can work with if I move stuff around, but I want to be able to look at the eggs when I'm cutting. So I'll figure something out in a second. But thank you guys for sticking around for this test. It's just literally a test. And it turned into a 30-minute live stream. So I might actually just leave it up. But thank you guys for watching. What time is it? 7:30. Within the next half hour, I should be doing a live stream for the egg cutting. If I don't do it in here, I'll probably do it in my kitchen just for the lighting and just for the setup. But I'll figure something out. Thank you guys for hanging on. Ballz of Paradise, you're awesome. Jim, thank you guys. And who else is in here? I believe that's it right now. Yep, it's just us two. Thanks, dude. You're cool. I'll see you later.